Welcome to Scholastic Scrimmage here on WQLN PBS. Scholastic Scrimmage is brought to you by the members of WQLN and our friends at the Morris Coupling Company, a company with a strong commitment to service, manufactures parts for pneumatic conveying and industrial vacuum systems. Supported by a dedicated group of employees, Morris has called Erie home for more than 80 years.
Hello, and welcome to the fourth season of Scholastic Scrimmage here on WQLN PBS. I'm your host, Glenn Holland. The match will have two halves with a lightning round midway through each half. We will get to know the students a little better at halftime. As a reminder, Scholastic Scrimmage is a game that requires rapid recall of specific factual information and is not indicative of academic training. Now, time for our first toss-up. What quantity is the cross product of displacement and force, names a type of wrench, is the rotational analog of force, and is denoted by tau or T? Titusville, Charlotte?
Torque.
That is correct. Here is your bonus. In June 2024, what U.S. Surgeon General wrote a guest essay in the New York Times advocating for health warning labels on social media apps? That was Vivek Murthy. Toss-up. What creature, who was captured and brought to Eurystheus as the last of Heracles' labors, was a multi-headed dog that guarded the Greek underworld? Titusville, Charlotte.
Cerberus.
That is correct. Here is your bonus. The sacred band, composed of 150 pairs of male lovers, were an elite military force of what Greek city-state that led the Boeotian League?
Athens?
No, I'm afraid that city is Thebes. Toss-up. What prosecutor in the Scopes monkey trial, called the Boy Orator of the Platte, gave the Cross of Gold speech during his first presidential campaign? That was William Jennings Bryan. Toss-up. What region, which lies on the western end of the Kerch Bridge, is home to a Russian naval base at Sevastopol and is an occupied peninsula in Ukraine? Titusville, Aiden.
Crimea?
That is correct. Pencil and paper ready for your bonus. What is the length of either diagonal of a rectangle whose area is 108 and whose shorter side has a length of 9? The length of the diagonal is 15. Toss-up. What poetic form, described as heroic when rhyming in an iambic pentameter, is found at the end of Shakespearean sonnets and has 2 lines? Titusville, Laurel.
A couplet.
That is correct. Here is your bonus. The Analects contain the sayings of which thinker, who stressed the importance of respecting one's parents by teaching filial piety?
Socrates?
I'm sorry?
Socrates.
No, I'm afraid that is the Analects of Confucius. Toss-up. What project, overseen by General Leslie Groves, culminated in the Trinity test in 1945 near Los Alamos and saw the U.S. develop an atomic bomb? Girard, Eddie.
Project Manhattan.
I'm sorry?
Manhattan.
That is correct, the Manhattan Project. Here is your bonus. Mr. Enfield claims there is something downright detestable about the appearance of what evil character who was created by Robert Louis Stevenson? That was Mr. Edward Hyde, who was downright detestable. Toss-up. What artist showed a woman thinking, "I'd rather sink than call Brad" in Drowning Girl, and used an onomatopoeic title for his comic book-inspired Wham! That was the pop artist Roy Lichtenstein. Toss-up. What man who, after planting a vineyard and getting drunk, is ridiculed by his son Ham, builds an ark to endure a massive flood? Titusville, Aiden.
Noah.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What comic, whose stand-up specials include Baby Cobra and Hard Knock Wife, played vengeful businesswoman Amy Lau in the Netflix miniseries Beef? That is Ali Wong. And now it's time for our first lightning round. Girard has the choice between our two categories. The first category is battles. The second category is highest points. Which would you prefer?
Highest points.
All right. In that case, Titusville will answer questions about battles. So in the lightning round, we have 1 minute. What mountain is the highest point in these countries? Japan.
Pass.
Greece.
Pass again.
The U.S.
Pass.
Nepal.
Pass.
Tanzania. It's the highest point in Africa.
Kilimanjaro.
Correct. Canada.
Pass.
France, with a name meaning white mountain.
The Alps.
No, it's Mont Blanc. And that is the end of the lightning round. Moving on to battles for Titusville. Name the century in which these battles were fought. Midway during World War II.
20th.
Correct. Saratoga during the American Revolution.
18th.
Correct. Gettysburg during the American Civil War.
19th.
Sorry?
19th.
Correct. Fallujah during the Iraq War.
21st.
Correct. Hastings, a victory for William the Conqueror.
11th.
Correct. Gaugamela, a victory for Alexander the Great.
Pass.
Marathon, a victory for Athens.
2nd BC.
No, this is 5th century BC. Tours, a victory for Charles Martel over Muslim forces.
13th century.
8th century. Catalonian Plains, a loss for Attila the Hun.
Pass.
Teutoburg Forest, a victory for the Germanic Cherusci.
4th.
No, it's the 1st century AD. So we return to regular play. A toss-up. What African country, which controls the Akasambo Dam at the southern end of Lake Volta, was once called the Gold Coast and is governed from Accra? Titusville, Aiden.
Ghana.
That is correct. Here is your bonus. The island of Surtsey was formed between 1963 and 1967 by the explosion of a volcano off the coast of what island country? That island country is Iceland. Toss-up. What group of mammals, whose only extant member in North America is the Virginia opossum, keep their young in pouches? Titusville, Laurel.
Marsupials.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What phenomenon, called spooky action at a distance by Albert Einstein, occurs when the quantum states of two particles are linked? That is quantum entanglement. Toss-up. What law overrode the Missouri Compromise by allowing popular sovereignty to decide a state's position on slavery and was named for two territories? Titusville, Aiden.
The Kansas-Nebraska Act.
That is correct. Here is your bonus. A novel by Hugh Lofting is named for what physician who learns to speak with animals and encounters a two-headed beast called the Push-Me-Pull-You?
Dr. Doolittle.
Would you buzz in, please?
Dr. Doolittle.
That is correct. Dr. John Doolittle. Here is your toss-up. What novel, whose Uji chapters follow the lives of the title nobleman's descendants, is an 11th century tale by the Heian-era author Lady Murasaki? That is the Tale of Genji. Toss-up. What kind of function has its What kind of function has its execution terminate when it reaches a base case and, before that, may repeatedly call itself with different arguments? That is a recursive function. Toss-up. In 2024, what woman with a PhD in energy engineering who is a member of the Morena Party became the first female president-elect of Mexico? That is Claudia Sheinbaum. Toss-up. What author described a geopolitical great game in the novel Kim and wrote about Bagheera, a panther who helps raise Mowgli in the Jungle Book? That's Rudyard Kipling. Toss-up. What office, whose holder resides at 3 Sutton Place in Manhattan, has been held by Kofi Annan and Ban Ki-moon and is the chief officer of the UN? Titusville, Aiden.
Secretary General.
That is correct. Here's your bonus, pencil and paper ready. What is the Roman numeral for the year 2024? Yes.
MMXXIV.
That is correct. Toss-up. What country, whose monarchy used the secret police called Savak, faced a 1979 revolution in which Pahlavis were replaced by Ayatollah Khomeini? That country is Iran. And that is the end of the first half. The score is Girard with 20 points and Titusville with 160 points. Well, let's take a moment to get to know the contestants a little bit better.
Hi, my name's Olivia. I'm in 11th grade at Girard High School, and my favorite class is chemistry.
Hi, my name is Eddie. I am in 12th grade at Girard, and my favorite class is chemistry.
Hi, my name is Kirsten. I'm in 11th grade at Girard High School, and my favorite class is chemistry.
Hi, my name is Emmeline. I'm a senior at Girard High School, and my favorite class is statistics.
Hi, I'm Charlotte. I'm in 11th grade at Titusville, and my favorite class is advanced biology.
Hi, I'm Aiden. I'm a senior at Titusville High School. My favorite class is physics 2.
Hi, my name is Laurel. I am in 10th grade at Titusville High School, and my favorite classes are history and music theory.
Hello, my name is Ethan Morgan. I am a junior or 11th grade at Titusville High School, and my favorite class is pre-calculus.
Pencil and paper ready. What fraction is the reciprocal of the mixed number 3 3/4 found by flipping its equivalent improper fraction?
15ths
Girard, Olivia?
or 15ths.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Players explore the fallen kingdom of Hollow Nest in what 2017 Team Cherry video game in which players fight enemies using a sword-like nail? That game is Hollow Knight. Toss-up. What city is home to the Black Diamond National Library, is connected to Malmö, Sweden, by the Öresund Bridge, and is the Titusville, Aiden?
Copenhagen.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What leader of the 1952 Free Officers' coup against King Farouk nationalized the Suez Canal and was succeeded as Egyptian president by Anwar al-Sadat?
Colonel Nasser.
I'm sorry?
Colonel Nasser.
That is correct. Gamal Abdul Nasser. Toss-up. What commander of the Emin Pasha relief expedition arrived in Ujiji in 1871, completing his highly publicized search for the lost David Livingstone? That was Henry Morton Stanley. Toss-up. What elements atoms form the crosslinks created in vulcanization, the bridges formed by cysteine residues in proteins, and a yellowish solid? Titusville, Aiden.
Sulfur.
That is correct. Here is your bonus. What British archaeologist told Lord Carnarvon he saw wonderful things after uncovering and first peering into the tomb of Tutankhamun? That was Howard Carter. Toss-up. What author, whose attributed works are cataloged in the Perry Index, was supposedly a slave who created The Lion and the Mouse and other fables? Titusville, Laurel.
Aesop.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. Horace Giddens has a heart attack, but his scheming wife, Regina, does nothing to help him in The Little Foxes, a play by what American author? The playwright is Lillian Hellman. Toss-up. What team, whose players include Jalen Suggs and 2023 NBA Rookie of the Year Pablo Banchero, plays in the Amway Center in Central Florida? Girard, Olivia.
Miami Heat.
I'm sorry?
Miami Heat.
No. Titusville? Judges, did he buzz in before or after the buzzer? Oh, okay, so he can give the answer.
Orlando
Titusville,
Magic.
Aiden?
Orlando Magic.
That is correct. Here's your bonus question. Thorium and neptunium belong to what set of radioactive elements that lie below the lanthanides on the periodic table? This is a bonus.
Anticides. Anticides.
That is, I'm sorry, if you could repeat it, please.
Anticides? There's no way.
I'm sorry, I'm going to have to ask the judges on that one. I can't hear the.
He said anticides.
Yes, that's what I thought. Okay, which is incorrect.
Okay.
It's actinides. Okay. Toss up. Pencil and paper ready. What is the x-intercept or root of the line whose equation is y equals mx minus 6, given it occurs where y equals 0? Girard, Olivia.
6 over m.
I'm sorry?
6 over m.
No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Titusville?
6y over n.
I'm sorry?
6y over n.
No, it is 3 halves or 1 1/2 or 1.50. And now it is time for our lightning round. Last time, Girard had first choice of topics, so this time Titusville has first choice of topics. The two topics are Ohio and John.
Ohio.
All right. Answer the following about Ohio. Its capital.
Columbus.
Correct. Great Lake on its northern shore.
Lake Erie.
Correct. NBA player who became its all-time.
LeBron James.
Correct. Akron-based tire manufacturer and blimp operator.
Goodyear.
Correct. Ohio-born president who took office.
Warren G. Harding.
I'm afraid not. That's Rutherford B. Hayes, 1877. State tree that nicknames Ohio State sports teams.
Buckeye.
Correct. U.S. Senator from Ohio who was the first American to orbit Earth.
Armstrong?
No, it was John Glenn.
Oh.
University where the National Guard killed 4 students in 1960.
Kent State.
Correct. Its current governor.
J.D. Vance?
No, he's a senator. It's Mike DeWine.
Oh.
City on the Maumee River that names a war of the 1830s.
Pass.
That is the Toledo War of the 1830s, excuse me. John, this is for Girard. Name these people who had or were commonly known by the given name John. Second President of the United States.
John Adams.
Correct. Tycoon who founded Standard Oil.
Pass.
Author of The Grapes of Wrath.
John Steinbeck.
Correct. Husband of Yoko Ono.
John Lennon.
Correct. American folk hero and steel driving man.
Pass.
Canadian comic actor in Home Alone and Uncle Buck.
Pass.
First U.S. Supreme Court Chief Justice.
John Marshall.
No, it's John Jay. March composer of The Stars and Stripes Forever.
Pass.
Author of The World According to Garp and A Prayer for Owen Meany.
Pass.
That was John Irving. The March composer was John Philip Sousa. So we now return to regular play with a toss-up. In what state did ranked choice votes reallocated from Nick Begich help Democrat Mary Pelota win a 2022 special election against Sarah Palin? That state is Alaska. Toss-up. What kingdom was led by the medieval Piast dynasty and it is golden... Titusville, Aiden.
Poland.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What organization whose leaders like Walter Reuther were assaulted in the Battle of the Overpass represents workers at companies like Ford and GM?
That's like Battle of the Overpass.
That is the United Auto Workers. Toss-up. What alliteratively named space is home to the Resolute Desk, has an exit to the Rose Garden, and is in the West Wing of the White House? Titusville, Laurel.
Oval Office.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. What derivative of nicotine, known by a four-letter abbreviation when found in reduced form, gives up electrons in the electron transport chain?
Four-letter electron transport chain. Derivative of nicotine.
That is NADH. Toss-up. What endocrine glands affected by Addison's disease produce aldosterone, cortisol, and epinephrine, the last of which is also named for these glands? Girard, Eddie.
Thyroid?
No, that's incorrect. Titusville? Aiden?
Pituitary.
No, it's the adrenal glands. Toss-up. What TV show used Back Porch as the solution to the final bonus round before Ryan Seacrest replaced this game show's longtime host, Pat Sajak? Titusville, Laurel.
Wheel of Fortune.
That is correct. Here's your bonus. A controversy over the coating of Enfield rifle bullets was a cause of an 1857 rebellion named for what Indian soldiers who worked for the British?
Sepoy Rebellion.
That is correct. Toss-up. What man who led the hunters of the Alps against Austria also commanded the expedition of the Thousand and led red shirts during Italian unification? That was Giuseppe Garibaldi. Toss-up. What city, whose Gastown neighborhood is near Stanley Park, hosted the 2010 Winter Olympics and is the most populous city in British Columbia? Judges, again, I'll have to ask if he buzzed in. In that case, Aiden?
Vancouver.
That is correct. And that's the end of the game. Girard, your score was 55. Good job during the matchup and good luck with the rest of your academic year. Congratulations to Titusville with a score of 310. You will be moving on to the next round.